Alrighty guys, welcome back to 1822 MC Adventures and More. This is my channel. My name is Pete, and right now I'm working on Kemosabe. Last time I went to take her out for a ride, I started it up, and the next thing you know, it's pouring gas out all over the place. And what had happened was, got a little crack on my fuel line. So as long as I'm taking care of that, because you have to take the dang gas tank off to do that, right? Yeah, one of Honda's better ideas. So then I took off the pretty chrome covers. I'm thinking about adjusting the valves. I'm going to take the carburetor off. I already got it loose just sitting there. Take it out, service it, and have a brand new solenoid so I don't have to bump it with a screwdriver anymore. It was wearing out. Sometimes it just wouldn't catch. Very unreliable. I want to be able to push that button and have it go. But I'm not going to bore you guys with any more motorcycle maintenance videos. They don't seem to get the hits I'm looking for or the likes or whatever. You know, I'd like to remind you guys, you know, when you watch a video, if you watch it all the way through and you don't make a comment or give it at least a thumbs up, that's kind of like going to a restaurant and eating your meal and enjoying it and then not leaving a tip. So thumbs up once in a while, I'd really appreciate it. It would help me with the algorithm and it will help this channel grow. Anyway, before I stop, let me stop before I start sounding like every other crybaby on YouTube. So while I'm working on this, I have found some lost footage. Hopefully y'all are still with me, right? I know today's audience seems to have the attention span of a fucking sand flea, so within 30 seconds, if I don't have you totally captivated, you're out looking for something else because you have no more brain. Your brains are mashed potatoes because you watch shorts and do TikTok and Instagram and all that other shit. Whoa, whoa. Let me stop. Let me stop there. I didn't mean to go off on a fucking rant. All right, this is what I'm going to do for you guys. Back in January, I went trespassing. I went on a stealth camp. And then I walked out of the place, and I had a rendezvous point with my ride. So what we're doing here is I'm walking out, I'm hiking, stealth hiking, trespassing, hoping not to get caught. However you want to look at it. I went from my campsite straight up a freaking incline that gave me a flashback, and then I just walked on out of the place to my rendezvous point, and I just had a bunch of random thoughts running through my head. Just remember, this was back in January, so some of the things I say might be a little dated, but they're still relevant. So without further ado, let's go trespassing. Let's go stealth camping. Well, it wasn't even that, I already was camping. Let's go on a stealth hike with some words of wisdom and other random thoughts. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Man, what a sight. Really hate to leave it, but as they say on TV, wagons ho! All right, let's see if we can do this, guys. Like I said, I'm having a flashback. This reminds me of Mountain Motherfucker, Semper Fi, brothers. Not nearly as long, but I guess if you reduce the size of Mountain Motherfucker for my age, it's probably about the same, maybe a little less difficulty, but well, plus I'm not carrying an M16 ammo and a couple days worth of food, so everything should be good. Let's do this. And do not pull on roots when you're doing stupid shit like this, because if the root's not secure, your ass is gonna go flying. I see some piece of old string here. I bet somebody had some kind of dumbass fucking line going up there. Well, we've almost made it, guys. Holy shit. That's a hell of a climb for 62 years old and a full pack. And it's hard to believe a motherfucker will leave his shit behind, ain't it? Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag, huh? For those of you that live not far from me, you know where I'm at. I snuck into the old gravel pit, and then I walked down to the White Oak River. And if I came up here by boat, I wouldn't be trespassing. Well, I would be now, but down where we were camping, if I came there by kayak or boat, I'd be totally legit. And remember, when you're walking down the road sneaky like, always walk to the edge of the road. Do not walk out in the middle of the road. I don't think I should have to explain that, but very basic tactical bullshit. Just be careful so you don't fall down a washout. I'm gonna walk across the trail here real quick. There's 3 lakes out here, guys. And rumor has it that the owner of the property wants to turn it into some kind of housing development, and then he also wants to turn it into like a public type place to go fishing. But I fucking tell you what, you start building McMansions out here, the fucking Karens and Kens that are moving down from up north that would move into a fucking expensive house like these would be, they ain't gonna let people like me come out here and go fishing. So fuck that. And this right here, back when this place was open to the public, this was the boat ramp that you could place a boat in, and that's the White Oak River out there. So yeah, here's what's left of the boat landing. They still got the signs up. I can't believe that. But right out there, that's the White Oak River. And to my left is the private property. So like I said earlier, you come up here in a boat or a kayak, you're totally legit because you're on the freaking river. So anyways, let's get on out of here. Yeah, despite fishermen's trash, because there's no evidence of people camping out here that I've found throughout my whole hike and everything that I was doing yesterday, but there's a lot of evidence of people coming out here and fishing. And of course, like most fucking scumbag fishermen, they leave their fucking trash. You know, you'd think people would have more fucking manners when they're fishing, but they sure as fuck don't. Leave their beer, leave their fucking... You know, I'm not even going to start. Anyone that goes in the woods knows what a bunch of cocksuckers most fishermen are. So let's just go ahead and enjoy the view. Yeah, what a view, huh? Because of the ravine there, I think I better walk on the other side of the road. Because if I got to jump into the fucking woods, I don't want to jump into a fucking 25-foot ravine. I'm sure tomorrow I'll pay for this because I have been nursing a bad knee for almost a year now. I don't want to go get surgery. Scared to go to a hospital right now. If there was a fucking emergency and there was a fucking problem and I needed blood or something like that, no telling what kind of fucking shit-ass blood they'd give me today. My luck, it'd be blood from some asshole that fucking had the clot shot and all their fucking boosters. Fuck that, I'm trying really hard to stay a pure blood. I want nothing to do with no fucking experimental fucking vaccine. I ain't no fucking guinea pig. Besides that, some of us need to stay pure. You gotta have a controlled study group, right? I just hope all these cocksuckers end up in Nuremberg just like the goddamn Nazis did. Fuck that shit, I was doing my job following orders. From the top on down, every motherfucker knew that shit was bad. And I guess as I was checking the news this morning, the latest victim of the Fauci sauce, the clot shot, Jim Jones juice, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Lisa Marie Presley. She was what, 54 years old, and she dropped dead from a fucking heart attack? Gotta call bullshit on that. When was it? The other day, 18-year-old MMA fighter, 18 fucking years old, and she dropped over dead from a fucking heart attack. Or whatever it was they called it, myocarditis or whatever. Or like myoclot shot-itis is what it is. And then that football player, I'm not even going to make a comment on that. All I'm going to say is, what a bunch of phony fucks. I don't even want to explain myself because I don't want to go down that road. Any fucking comments about it, you can eat shit. Just look at what the NFL did last year, the year before that, and the year before that, and just what a bunch of fucking bonehead fucking sheep they are. Whatever their fucking handlers tell them to do, they do. And I'm supposed to think now all of a sudden all these cocksuckers got fucking religion like they were reborn again? Yeah, bullshit. Maybe one or two. And total hats off and respect to those two. The rest of them, most of them don't even pray to fucking any god. And a lot of the ones that do, they pray to fucking Allah. Sorry, dude, he's not my fucking God. My God has a son. His name is Jesus Christ. All I'll say about all this crap that's going on these days, it'll stop when we finally fucking get enough balls to say no, no more. I ain't doing it. Fuck you.
What a view, huh? There he goes. He saw me and got spooked. One of them, I think it's a snakehead bird. Yeah, you sneak out here in the summertime and this is an amazing place. Look at that, Bud Light. What a fucking prick. You don't even drink good beer. And on top of that, you leave it out here, jackass. So what's the farthest anybody's humped? I have to go all the way back to the Marine Corps. We did a forced march. We went 131 miles in 4 days. We were only supposed to do like 25 miles a day, but our captain was pretty fucking gung-ho. Oh wow, look at those tracks right there. Those are fox tracks. He was a real gung-ho. He was a legend. His father was a Marine. Oh, I'm sorry, the word's legacy. His grandfather, like his whole freaking male side of his family were Marines. So he had something to prove every time we did something. So we couldn't just do 100 miles in 4 days. No. We had to do extra. And he really was a good CO. I'd have followed that motherfucker anywhere. And I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, it was like 131 miles or whatever it was I said. We all fucking fainted when he told us. But it was like all you did all day long was stare at the helmet in front of you and walk. Every now and then we'd stop, drink some water, smoke a cigarette, go on, stop later on, eat some lunch, go on, take a break once in a while. And then at night, that was it. We passed out, got up the next day and did the same thing. And we did that with a full combat load. Not no 20-pound ultralight fucking bug out bag or some bullshit like that. If you were a radio man, you carried your gear and a radio and batteries. If you were a machine gunner, you carried an M60 machine gun. Your A gunner carried the tripod and you all carried the ammo together. No fucking room for lightweights doing that shit, I can tell you that now. And people's gear now, they carry even more gear. I mean, we used to just have a flak jacket that allegedly would help you from shrapnel. Now these guys are carrying ballistic vests with fucking ceramic plates and all kinds of other fucking weird shit. So while they may have cell phone technology now and not need to carry a prick radio with extra batteries, there's plenty of extra shit they're carrying, extra heavy shit they're carrying now in place of some of the heavy shit we... Stop. We'll just cut all that shit out. Okay, uncut, back to the video. Pretty amazing, huh? And you think some motherfucker wants to fill this place up with McMansions. I'm all for making money and progress, but come on, there's got to be a limit to this shit. All right, my battery's at 38%, so we still got a ways. That's good. When I get closer to my pickup point, I will be turning the camera off for security purposes. Check that out, guys. That looks like deer tracks, and next to it is probably a raccoon track. There's a better print of those tracks. We'll have to look that up in the house. I'm pretty sure that that's raccoon because it kind of looks like handprints minus a thumb. Very beautiful when you don't see the beer cans and fishing shit. Thanks, guys. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna cop a squat and turn the camera off. I'm getting too close to where I need to be. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag because I don't want other people coming in the same way I did. Don't do what I do. Just enjoy what I do, and then well, whatever, go fuck yourself. I don't give a shit what you do, really. Just don't screw things up for me. Oh yeah. Quick little rest, piece of candy, and I'll be ready to go. See ya later.